Gentlemen of the Modern Crusade, do you ever have an issue when you're speaking where you realize, like, whoa, hey, I just heard myself there. I don't sound good. I sound feminine. I sound weak. I sound soft. What the hell's going on here? Why do I sound like this? Now, I used to have a bit of an issue with this. I think that my voice is a little bit better and more well-trained nowadays. When I was younger, my voice has never been super low, it's never been super high, it's rather in the middle, and it fluctuates quite a lot depending on what I'm talking about. I'm very expressive through my voice, and sometimes I still today find myself talking in somewhat of a high tone, and I'm trying to fake it right now, but rather than the low tone that I speak in when I'm relaxed, and slow pace is going on. So what I found is that there is a way to control the way that actually comes across, regardless of the tone of the voice, or the pitch of the voice. If you have a high-pitched voice, that is a little unfortunate, I can't lie. Guys generally like to have lower, the low, sexy voice for obvious reasons, but you can still be powerful and dominant and confident sounding with your voice, even if it is rather high-pitched. How do you do that? Diction. Diction, diction, diction. Pronunciation properly of certain words is crucial to actually coming across as sounding like you know what you're talking about. When somebody mumbles, when someone mumbles and they're monotone and they're not really into it, they really will ultimately sound weak and not commanding in the way that you may want to be. But when you specify when you specify your consonants, that is a very useful trick to sort of putting some oomph behind your voice. And this is the technique that this is something that I learned back in high school when I was doing theater, was that diction, was the importance of diction. And so one little trick that I learned, because I used to have a massive issue with diction, I would go on stage and I would mumble through my lines, and I didn't really communicate what I needed to communicate, and nobody could hear what the hell I was saying. I learned a little trick, and that is, practice talking with a finger in your mouth, like that. I do have a pen right here. It's also said that you can do it with like a Sharpie marker or something. I just find it's easier just with a finger. Just make sure to wash your hands first, of course. But you get used to feeling feeling your way around the muscles in your mouth. Talking like this, I'm going to be perfectly honest. I don't know what muscles it trains. I don't know the technicalities behind it. All I know is that it works wonders. Whenever I'm trying to warm up for a video, when I've not spoken much that day, I'll speak like this and go through some of the things that I want to say with my finger in my goddamn mouth. Don't do it in public, because it looks goofy as hell, but practice that perhaps every morning, and you will find that you have a bit of kick behind your voice. When you speak, you can speak more definitively and with more power. And then the next thing is, speak from your diaphragm. Don't speak from your throat. Don't speak from your mouth. Speak from your diaphragm, because the diaphragm, which is right about here, it's right below the lungs. It's the muscle that when you flex, it pushes the air out of the lungs. That's how you project your voice. That's how you are louder and more assertive with your voice. And that's what you really need. It's not high pitch or low pitch. It's speaking with power from your diaphragm. And so there are multiple breathing exercises that you can do, and I would love to make another video speaking about these exercises that you can do. But for now, you can obviously just look it up online, is how to learn to speak and sing from your diaphragm. Basically, in summary, it's all in the breathing. So when you inhale, a lot of people inhale into their chest, you know, like so. That's not the right way to breathe, right? You need to learn how to breathe before you can learn how to talk right, correct? So the proper way to breathe is breathing into your stomach. Imagine that there is a like a floaty for at the pool around your stomach, and when you breathe, you're inhaling that. Or you're inhaling into that area, and your stomach should expand in all directions, like it's an inflating tire around your gut. This is the same as when you're doing the Valsalva maneuver in weightlifting, and especially when you're wearing a belt. You want to breathe into that belt to develop some extra pressure, if you will, and stability by pushing against that belt. And so that's really the same thing that you're doing here. You're breathing into your gut by depressing your diaphragm. And then when you speak, you need to learn to breathe in right and then speak powerfully through your diaphragm. You should feel it in your gut. You should try to, as a mental cue, speak from your gut. Don't speak from your mouth. It's going to sound too soft and mouse-like in a way. Don't speak from your chest. That's just not good. You're going to be short out of breath. Learn to speak from your diaphragm, and you'll be able to sound much more assertive, much more powerful, and you're not going to have a bitch voice. Men of the Modern Crusade, I hope that helps you all. Breathe right, speak with power, speak with force, and speak with confidence. And keep rising.